back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into who wants you to be their partner and what they have to offer. So that is our topic. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. Other than that, you know, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile. We have group 1 with the yellow stone. Group 2 with the purple stone, purplish brown stone. Group 3 with the pink stone. And group 4 with the white stone. So like I said, take as much time as you need. Pause the video if you need to, but we're just gonna get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the yellow stone, we're using the Cat Tarot for you today, and this is your reading tapping into who wants you to be their partner and what do they have to offer. All right. Tapping in for group 1. Who wants to be their partner for group 1? Nice. Right away, it's looking to be someone equally yoked. I love that energy. We got two-way street that just came out as well. So this is someone who values balanced and fair connections. This person is not into power dynamics, power struggles. At the bottom of the deck, we actually have the healing card. Returning to a healthy balance is what it says at the bottom of that card. So this person is coming from a very emotionally mature place. Wow, we got the balance card that came out as well. I love it. So a lot of hints towards balance, temperance energy, like if this was the tarot deck, temperance card energy. The person who is wanting you to be their partner is emotionally mature and ready, is what I get right away. They also value a love-based connection and they want to be with someone who has high standards. This person really wants to set themselves up for success, like tapping into their energy. It's like, if my partner has high standards, that means I get held to a higher standard. So this person is like very emotionally mature. They don't look for certain qualities or traits. They look for how you judge them. So when they get out of line or when they're not in their best form, do you even notice that? Will you call them out on it? That kind of thing. They like someone who isn't so sure about them at first. Like, honestly, they kind of like to build a connection slow and steady and really get to know someone. They're not the kind of person that's going to like decide that they like someone right away. They like to take their time and really get to know someone, and vice versa. They like when people kind of vet them. This is the type of person that wouldn't mind if you were to ask for, like, you know, information. Like, say, you know, some people like to do background checks, especially when they meet people online. Like, a lot of people will do a background check, and this person is the kind of person that will happily provide you their information so that you can look them up and see that everything checks out. Like, they like that. This is a very interesting person. And like I said, we do have the two-way street card that came out as well. We got confidence. Confidence says trusting in yourself. So this person wants you to feel like you are in your power. And also, it's a two-way street. At the bottom of two-way street, it says everybody matters. So this is someone who genuinely wants you to have as much power as they do. Very, very interesting. We also have the past life card. A past life love connection is what it says at the bottom of that card. So let's see. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this person? About this connection? Who is this person? Wow. We have fork in the road and between worlds. So I was just thinking, like, I wonder who this is in terms of, like, in relation to you. Like, is this someone you know? Is this someone that you don't know? And we have fork in the road in between worlds. This next part is going to tell me, Spirit, for group 1. We have regeneration and deep knowing. So if I had to say, this is someone who you've met before, but we have past life here. And regeneration is a card of like a huge cycle. So this wouldn't be like your last ex. This would be like the first person you ever dated and you're on like person number 5. Or a past life love connection, someone you haven't met in this lifetime. For a lot of you, this is not someone you know. And even if you do know them, or you've, you know, dated them before, some of you, you know them, but you haven't dated them. Some of you have dated them, but like I said, it was like a whole lifetime ago. You've gone through like so many phases and cycles. You're truly not the same person. They're truly not the same person anymore. Like a long, long time. And a lot of distance. But we have the deep knowing card. So whoever's on your mind and in your heart, that is who we're talking about. I just so happened, I knew this was going to happen. I was like, let me pull some cards for confirmation. I don't know why. I just felt like, I know you guys can't see it, but I have more decks than usual outside of frame. And I was like, this one just needs to be on the table. So I'm going to pull for those of you who just want extra confirmation to see who this is, to give you a hint at their energy. But most of you already know who this is. But fork in the road in between worlds is kind of like, we have to decide that we're going to come back together. Both of us have to surrender at the same time and decide that this is the direction we want our lives to go in. So with them being in such a evolved place, I see no problem with this person meeting you halfway, with the way that they talk, the way that they think, where their mind is at, is someone who can be uncomfortable temporarily to pursue a relationship or have something in the future with someone. Okay, so we have the moon, we have Mercury, so we got a planet and we got the moon, and then we have Aries and Capricorn that came out. So this person could be an Aries or a Capricorn. They could have an Aries or Capricorn Venus. They could be a Gemini, Libra. They could be a Cancer. But this is what came out for us for extra confirmation. So Capricorn, they could carry the traits of Capricorn. They could have it in their Mars placement. These are all things that you're going to see and feel. Aries is someone with a strong sense of self. It's the first in the zodiac. Someone who's gone on a whole life's journey. For an example, this could be someone you went to high school with that ended up like going to another country to do like foreign exchange in school. Like someone who has a lot of life experience or life lessons, or someone who's been like in the army, or, you know, someone who's had like some big life changing thing happen to them. This person has gone through a lot of growth and development. So Spirit, what do they have to offer? What are they bringing to them in a relationship? What is this person bringing to group 1 in a relationship? What do they have to offer? We have the yellow rose with enthusiasm and friendship. We have the the trumpet. Girl, just read it, because I'm not doing this. And that one, read that one too. I'm not reading the names of these flowers. Like, I'm already tongue-tied. We have power and healing and playfulness with the hyacinth. So tapping into this energy, you guys, like this person is going to bring you a breath of fresh air. With the playfulness energy, it's like they are really larger than life. They want to have fun. They have learned the lessons, so they're not in a space where they just want to learn more. They're in their fun era. We have this one in the middle here with power and healing. This person has a lot of strong personal power, especially with Aries coming up and Capricorn. And then the yellow rose, enthusiasm, friendship. So it's interesting to see that this person takes relationships so seriously, or who they let in their bubble, who they let in their life so seriously, all the while being ready to have fun and genuinely being open. It's kind of like when you start off on your spiritual journey and something like big happens to you, and then you go on this whole spiritual journey. Next thing you know, you stop resonating with certain people, you stop watching certain content, you cut off certain people, then you start establishing, certain boundaries, with family, friends, whoever. And then it's like everybody views you as like, you're the problem, or you're the one who's really, shaking things up. So you go on this solo journey or a dark night of the soul. And then after that dark night of the soul, when all the healing's finally done and you accept yourself and you accept the reason that you cut off certain people and you've done certain things, forgive yourself, all of that, the flowers bloom again. And you're ready to have fun, and you're ready to play, and you're ready to move and meet new people and be open. Even though people in your past have held you back, hurt you, wherever. That's where this person is. It's like they've gone through all the phases and now they're finally ready for fun again. And it just happens with a new tribe, with new people. So, Spirit, can you tell me the significance of this connection? They have to offer healing, inspiration, friendship, enthusiasm, someone who actually likes you, wants to be around you, someone who you have a lot of fun with, do things with. It really feels like a strong level of friendship. I see, people cooking together. I'm seeing someone going on a walk with their person, and a lot of healing and knowledge and information. So we have the 8 of Cups, which is interesting, asking about the and the 10 of Cups, asking about the significance of this connection. Spirit is saying 10 of Cups, this is your happily ever after, your wish fulfillment. 8 of Cups, this person is going to take you from where you are and help you complete your journey in some way. This person really feels like a godsend, like an angel, like someone who is giving you a lot of help that you needed in this lifetime. This person is a safe space. This person is a warm space. We got the Chariot. Things are moving forward. More Cancerian energy, a lot of water energy. There's some sort of activation happening here or awakening on your end, and it's not necessarily spiritual, but this person is exposing you to a lot of different things. We have the 2 of Swords in reverse and the 9 of Pentacles. So with that 2 of Swords in reverse, that's that awakening energy. We're seeing things clearly, seeing things for what they truly are. Also just seeing a totally different side of people and the world. Like I said, just awakening and activation energy. And then 9 of Pentacles in reverse is an energy of throwing away what no longer fits you in your life anymore. That's an energy of you like turning things around and moving into new spaces, a new version of yourself. It's hard to explain like a spiritual journey because it can go so many ways. Like the spiritual journey is the thing that we all have in common, but all of our journeys are still extremely different. Spirit, who is wanting group 1 to be their partner? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Oh, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Devil in reverse, and the Page of the Page of Pentacles in reverse. This one just makes me crack up. Look at the cat's face, like I can't, with the little tongue out. And it's so fitting to this energy. The Devil in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Immediately I was getting like, I'm not gonna let this opportunity pass me up anymore. I'm ready. I'm ready. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So they have had an opportunity to have true love, whether that's with you or with someone else in this lifetime, and they passed it up. Maybe they passed it up to go to, the army or something like that. Maybe they passed it up to explore different horizons by doing the foreign exchange. Whatever it is that they did that caused like them to have a different story or timeline than most people, the negative side was they didn't really get to build those romantic relationships, or maybe they squandered it due to their own choices. Regardless, we have the Knight of Swords and the King of Cups. This is like, I'm ready now. And Knight of Swords is like, I I'm not in page position. I'm not a king of swords. You know, I don't like, I'm still doing a lot of things for the first time, but I do have some skill and I'm trustworthy and I'm ready to go. And king of cups, like, I got my heart. And if my heart is enough, like, we're going to do this. Let's do this. So this is someone who's ready to be open, someone who's ready to be vulnerable, someone who's like ready to just love. And it's not about keeping up appearances. It's not about what other people think of us or what do we look like. You know, this is just like a connection, just me and you, like you are my person type of energy. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Queen of Swords. So you guys may be in a more knowledgeable position than they are when it comes to like relationships. Like you may have more that you can, you know, teach and lend to them than they have for you. Let's see. Spirit, what else do we need to know for group 1? We have to the sea, we have poised, and we have chaos and conflict. So Spirit is saying there's always going to be lessons no matter what relationship you're in, because some of you, you know, it's coming, it's giving fear, it's giving not ready. If your internal dialogue is, well, but what if they hurt me, or what if they turn out to be like XYZ, like those type of lines of like personal narrative are really damning. They hold you back. You know, you spend so much time trying to keep certain things from happening that you end up manifesting them. Or missing all of the, you know, the good part and, you know, ruining something. We have poised into the sea. I really feel like this can be it for some of you. But we do have chaos and conflict, 33. Immediately when I saw that 33, I heard Saturn return. Someone may be 27 to 33. I'm pretty sure that's the range for your Saturn return. You usually have it at right around 30 years old, but it can happen a few years before or a few years after. Someone Saturn return, that's also like the Jesus year. Some people may be going through like a Saturn return or a dark night of the soul, or something that you're really having to kill off in order to step into this relationship. I was just recommending in one of my recent readings, like working with Kali Ma, if you really want to kill the ego and the version of yourself that does not serve you, that holds you back. If you're really ready to grow and expand, Kali is great to work with, but she don't play no games. Hecate too, Hecate. Sometimes it's interchangeable with a K. But Hecate is really good, specifically with working with wounded feminines. Like people who are in a wounded position, whereas Kali is just like, okay, there's a problem, let's fix it. If you're coming from more of like a wounded or really need like someone to hold space for you, really need full transformation, really need someone to like, it's just a different kind of frequency, okay? So look into them, you know, you can look up different YouTube videos for them. Kuan Yin is really good to work with if you just need a hug, a blessing, some mercy. Spirit for group 1, what else do they need to know? We have your beliefs are right for you and practice moderation. So Spirit is like, you don't need to completely change. And I wholeheartedly believe that everyone really is made perfectly to live out their highest purpose, their highest expression. So even people that we don't resonate with or understand, or we don't agree with their actions, they're still made exactly that way so that they can do what they're meant to do in this life. So with your beliefs are right for you coming up, Spirit is saying it's really just about moderation, you know, getting out of your own way so that you can move forward, but not, you know, just deleting certain parts of yourself like they never existed, or like you don't naturally feel that way. Sometimes you need to rage. Sometimes you end up raging at other people, but practicing moderation is key. You know, sometimes your thoughts go left, but do you pull yourself back? You know, do you pull yourself back when it's getting too out of hand or getting in your way, causing you not to be able to have progress? You need that intuition and that feeling for something. That's why you were given it. But it's just about superseding beyond that so that you can also experience, you know, the good things in this life. We have be yourself. I love it. I love Spirit coming in with the affirming T, like, and then we have accept struggles as lessons. So you may be holding on to something specifically that, like a specific narrative that always plays, or a specific person or situation that you always think about whenever it's time for you to open up again. And Spirit is saying that struggle, that experience still needs some processing, because you still have a dialogue about it that's limiting. If there's a dialogue about it and it's like, that situation sucked, that situation sucked. So, have you ever heard that audio? A lot of people have, where it's like, is this like this guru, and he's like, some days are just effed beyond belief, that it's so effed that you just have to try another day. That's not what he says verbatim, but like basically. And some situations are like that. So Spirit's like, listen, it's not the narrative, you know, that was your experience, you know. But if there's a belief that keeps you from like doing things that, you know, kind of hold you back, that is what really needs to be checked. So anywho, one last word for group 1. We have answering the call and discovering truth. Yeah, Spirit is like, listen, what you've experienced before is just not this. This is better. This is a higher octave. This is something new. This is something to be excited about. This is something good for you. We have discovering truth at the bottom of that one. It says you stand in the light of truth. So you know the truth. Trust your intuition. And then we have answering the call. The time is now is what it says at the bottom of that. So I do feel like this person will be coming in soon for you guys. And it's going to be a familiar face or a familiar energy. If you don't recognize them, you're going to feel that energy of that past life love and resonate with it. And that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you, group 1. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the purplish brownstone, this is your reading. We're using the Mermaid Tarot for you today. And we are going to see who wants you to be their partner and what do they have to offer. So, Spirit, this is for group 2. Who wants group 2 to be their partner? Nice. We have progress here, so this may be someone you already know, someone you've either reached a standstill with, or someone who needed to go on their own personal healing journey, so you didn't get to a romantic space with them, maybe just acquaintances, or you know this person, but it hasn't turned into the romantic space for you two yet. We have forgiveness. So for some of you, this person may have ghosted. I did hear betrayal, but it still felt light. So you guys may have like very strong emotions, or this may be like whatever it is that they did, like it's something that they knew would upset you. And the fact that they didn't choose, you know, not to do it, like really kind of irked you. Oh my God, there's another energy here. Let me pull a couple more, Spirit. There's 2 energies showing up for you, group 2. We have options. Oh shit. Okay. The plot thickens. So we're going to tap into both energies. We got progress and healing at the bottom of progress. It says forward motions and love. And just to be clear for all of you, group 2, this person hasn't, you know, betrayed you or done something that, you know, really hurt you, anything like that. Honestly, the energy I was getting super strongly at first is that this is likely someone you haven't had any romantic, you know, history with. Like this is someone that you know, but not someone that you've like dated officially or seriously. Forward movements in love at the bottom of progress, bottom of healing, returning to a healthy balance. So this is a connection that maybe it was super strong in the beginning and fizzled out. There was a lot of flirtation and then that kind of fizzled out. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe it was too much coldness, not enough, you know, really making someone feel comfortable so that they will proceed. So you've opened up, they've opened up, both of you have opened up. And we also have forgiveness and secret feelings. So I just heard back to the drawing board. Spirit just wanted me to specify, for some of you, you didn't know that this was going on their end, group 2. For some of you, they had to go forgive an ex because they had, you know, feelings for you that they got to a point where it, you know, felt like, okay, I really have to address this. So they had to go back to their past and heal whatever that was so that they can open up and make their feelings known to you. So this may catch you completely off guard that this person has romantic feelings for you. Releasing resentments at the bottom of forgiveness at the bottom of secret feelings, emotions locked tightly away. And then we have this whole other energy where Spirit is making it clear, like, you know, regardless of this person's timeline, this first person, you also have your own timeline. And it's time, you know, for love to come in for you. Because you've asked for it, because you're ready for it, because you have some sort of purpose to fulfill with that person. It's time for you to graduate, you know, to the next level regardless. Like time, you know, time can't stand still for anyone. You know, we got to move forward. That's the energy I get with that. So meeting says a chance encounter. Waiting says time spent in expectation. So you've been feeling this energy. You've been feeling like there is someone on the way. You may have been getting eerie, you know, synchronicities and signals from the universe that something's coming or something's happening. You may feel it in your spirit. And Spirit is letting you know, listen, we have options here. At the bottom of options, it says many different possibilities. So Spirit is saying, regardless of this person who's coming in, that you already know that wants you to be their partner, there's also a whole other, you know, option here. And at the bottom of meeting, it says a chance encounter. So this is someone who you're just so happening to meet, someone completely new. This is a relationship that's a product of being in the right place at the right time kind of thing. So if that's one of your affirmations that you use for yourself, this is literally that coming to fruition. Get their energy. Oh my goodness, the cards are really talking. Spirit wants you to know about this person. Okay, so immediately Spirit said what they have to bring to the table. And I don't really like that saying. So whenever I hear things that aren't like something that would be in my consciousness, I know it's directly from Spirit to you. Something you need to know. We have Venus, Sagittarius, and the moon. So this is Spirit saying this is what they bring to the table. This is what they're like. The moon is the Earth satellite. The moon's mantra is I feel. The Earth is very affected by the moon. Moon represents like the unseen feelings, the unconsciousness as well. So this, and it is feminine energy. And again, it's like feminine and masculine, not like man and woman, but like literally energy, like feeling versus logic being the feminine. So then we have Sagittarius, the explorer. Sagittarius is such an interesting sign and also in a very interesting point in the zodiac, but that's like another conversation for another day. Sagittarians love to explore religion. They love to learn new things. Also, experience is a big one for Sag energy. Sag energy is a person who likes to like experience it. They don't just want to see it or hear about it. They want to be there. They want to go to that place. They don't want to just read up on it. They want to see and feel the architecture, you know, pick or it didn't happen type of energy, but like also even more than that, like I want to be there. I want to experience this. And then we have Pisces and Cancer. That came out first. So this person could be a Pisces or a Cancer. Spirit was specifying like this is what they bring to the table. They bring love with Venus. They bring adventure. They bring passion. They bring fun and exploration and trying new things, getting out of your comfort zone. And they bring their real emotions to the table. This is someone who's ready to move forward, not someone who's stuck in the past. someone who's still fighting some sort of battle with someone else or internally. This is someone who's ready, like ready for the experience, ready to go all in. They're not scared. So we have Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, and then we have Pisces, which is ruled by Neptune and the last point in the zodiac. So I feel like this person is more than enough to keep you busy. That may also be something specifically that you've asked Spirit for, like a connection, a person that keeps you engaged, keeps you busy, keeps you wanting more, keeps you interested. You know, if you know yourself and you know that you get bored easily, ask Spirit for what's best for you. Like, Spirit, I need someone who can keep me engaged. I'll work on opening myself up and finding comfortability in the slow moments, but also send me someone who is stimulating, someone who I can actually like and have something that feels good to me with. Wow, we have the Emperor, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Hermit. So this person, I feel like they live in a different country than you, or a different city, a different state. You may meet this person while you're traveling. You may meet this person while you're somewhere you've never been before, or somewhere that you don't typically go. I definitely get chance encounter energy super strongly. Going back to the meeting card, it said a chance encounter at the bottom of that one. Knight of Wands, I love that. They're showing up to you in their masculine energy. This person is chivalrous when they need to be. Otherwise, they're more laid back and kind of like someone who like people watches, or someone who observes the room, that kind of person. We have the Hermit. They have very deep thoughts and very strong opinions, but they don't share that with everyone. They only share that with their loved ones, actually, I just heard. But with this Knight of Wands here, it's like, okay, when it's time to step into my masculine, I can do that. I can pursue you. And Knight of Wands is fun energy. Like, Knight of Wands is passion and just sexiness and something worthwhile, something really, really fun. And then we have the Emperor here. So it's like, not only am I fun and, you know, I can be in my masculine, I'm also in my Emperor position, my Emperor era, where I'm really balanced and in control of myself. So I can, you know, slow things down when they need to be. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. So a very fruitful connection with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like your angels and destiny and whatever higher power you acknowledge has been helping you with this. But we have the Seven of Wands. It's still going to catch you completely off guard. And as much as you've been preparing for it, you're still to a degree not going to feel prepared for it. And I feel like that's, you know, with anything, it's like, man, you can do all the work in the world, but once you're like in real time going through something or meeting someone or doing something, it's like you can still be, you know, uncomfortable. So we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying, I almost want to clarify. Yeah, we have the Fool in reverse. Something is off about, it's like an energy of you weren't supposed to meet quite yet. So you may meet on a dating app, through social media. That's the thing about dating apps and social media. They give us access to people who aren't in our bubble or in our natural path. It like kind of made us, gave us like so much access to things that we weren't necessarily supposed to have access to yet. And Hierophant in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, Fool in reverse is like, this wasn't supposed to happen. And maybe that's why there was so much focus on there being a chance encounter. Let me not forget about this one. Let me see what's tea with this one. I'll pull for their energy as well, and then I'll see what they got to offer. But like I said, this person brings fun, they bring passion, they bring true feeling and emotion, they bring exploration, and with Pisces and Cancer, they bring themselves. Like I said, Cancer is ruled by the moon, very feminine energy, and so is Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is kind of like the higher octave of the moon, being that it rules the unconscious and the subconscious. So I feel like there's a lot you will experience with this person, but I can't quite tell the nature of the connection. I don't know, maybe that's just me personally looking too far into it, too deep into it when I don't need to, because I just personally like to know, like, okay, who is this person? What purpose do they serve? And it's not that it's hidden, but it's just like, what is this? I can't exactly tell. So we got one card that flipped over. We have Capricorn that came up for this first person, Spirit. We have Pluto. This person could be a Scorpio, and then the Scorpio card literally comes out. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars, so this person could be very psychic and tapped in. This person has a very strong aura, and we have Gemini here. Yikes on bikes. This person is so like, their aura just pulls you in to where you darn near feel like you don't have control. Like, you feel so attracted to this person, and with that Capricorn energy, that really anchors all this other energy and makes it like digestible, makes it desirable. You know how like you see a certain person or you meet a certain person and you talk to them and you're like, oh my god, they're so hot or they're so cool, but you can see like we're not a match. It's like this person is like so hot, so cool, it's like, you know, the best thing since sliced bread, but there's nothing telling you like this is the big reason why we wouldn't work together. So it's like it feels like a risk, this connection. And it doesn't help with the Gemini air energy here, because that lets me know that this person is emotionally intelligent. They have the words to back up their Capricorn actions. And Pluto, the planet of regeneration, death and new beginnings, is like they have the life experience. And then we have Scorpio, which everyone just loves Scorpio. Like, I don't know why. Well, actually I do know why. I literally dated a Scorpio. My longest relationship was with a Scorpio, so I get it. But definitely a gassed sign in the zodiac. And this person, their aura is so freaking strong. It's like, dang, I can see why the attraction is there. For some of you, it's I don't really feel like a big red flag energy. I feel like there would definitely be less of you, like maybe 10% of you, group 2, who has a negative past with this person. Even if it's uncomfortable, I feel like this person would have communicated clearly to you what they were about, or what they had the ability to offer at the time, or what was going on in their life. Like I said, for a small portion of you, like 10%, I do feel like there's some reason for forgiveness, but for the majority of you, they had to go back and forgive someone of their past, and that kind of caused you to feel maybe abandoned or ghosted, but they didn't actually abandon or ghost you, because you guys were just in a like a friendly acquaintance type relationship, where it's like, we're not texting every day, that's not our norm. We talk whenever we're at work, or whenever we see each other in the friend group, or whatever. So technically there wouldn't be anything, but it still felt the same, you know. Wow, this person doesn't believe in fairy tales and magic anymore. But they do believe in solid partnership, and maybe that's the thing that you don't like, because we have the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups in reverse. So Two of Cups in reverse, it's like, I don't believe that there's a such thing as destiny. I don't believe that, you know, there's this magic. Like, they don't look at things in a very fantastical, magical kind of way. And with that Pluto energy, I wouldn't be surprised. And Capricorn, Pluto and Capricorn together is like a recipe for a jaded person. Strong Capricorn energy and Pluto energy is like, nothing ever lasts forever, and I'm ready for the next ending. So someone who doesn't really look at it like, oh, you're my soulmate, this was meant to be, this was destiny, that's not the way that they would describe, you know, the connection or a connection in general. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This person is ready to learn. They've been learning from the universe, but that may be the problem. This person doesn't give you enough of that, like, romance that you may crave, and this person definitely does. But Ace of Cups is like, we will share something beautiful together, and we will put in the work to harness this relationship. But Two of Cups in reverse, I don't believe that we met for a reason, or that we're meant to be. I believe that we're two people who can make it work, and if we build that like environment, we will have a long-term relationship. So you may not like that. You may like to look at things a bit more fantastical. And with this person being such a realist to the point where it feels pessimistic, that may just generally not be able to, you may not be able to, you know, you may not be able to be with this person. For some of you, we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. I like that. And Five of Pentacles in reverse. So Spirit is saying, like, listen, this person isn't going to play you though. Like, it's not at all going to be what you think. If you can accept that that is the way that they view things and that's the way that they will view things, you could have something really beautiful with them, because as you grow and build, see, that's the thing, like fire, Knight of Wands energy has stamina, or sorry, has like the passion and the instant, like, yes, it feels so good, like that Venusian, Sagittarian, let's explore, let's try it all, suck it all. Sorry, it's a movie reference from year one. Anyways, whereas this energy has like that stamina, you know, that Pluto, okay, I can work through like different phases and cycles, like I can move forward with you and we can work at this year after year after year. So and maybe that's why I didn't get that end goal, because remember I was like frustrated, like, okay, but why isn't Spirit telling me like what this connection is? And I think that it's just because maybe you haven't chosen this person or this path. It's still in the future. Too many factors to where we can get an anchored, like, what will this be to you? Or because it just doesn't give that. Not to say that you won't have that, you know, like long lasting, whatever, but it doesn't give that on its own. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 2? We have poised, we have soulmates, and we have higher power. Well, that's very interesting, because with higher power and soulmates, Spirit is saying just because they don't recognize it, though, doesn't mean that it isn't true. And that's another thing, like, you know, so many people stay stuck on things because of what other people believe, you know, but when you allow yourself to move forward, that's when you experience true freedom. Like, regardless of what this, you know, family member says, if I don't believe it, that's not going to define my life. So they can sit there and believe that this is who I am, or this is what my life is like, but they're not here, you know? And the same with this person. They don't have to believe in soulmates, but that doesn't mean that you aren't. And also we have higher power, soulmates, and poise, letting me know that you've done a lot of work to position yourself to be in the right place at the right time. Like I was saying in the beginning, some of you, that's literally one of your affirmations that you say to yourself, or that you listen to in a subliminal. And so the higher power is really working with you on this. And the answer that I get for you is, you will not fail, period. It really doesn't matter who you choose. We have higher power, soulmates, and poise. The higher power has had a role in you meeting both people. So if you can get past this person recognizing that or not, then, you know, you'll be able to move forward with them. That's all I really saw as the resistance. And then we have poised here, which is just giving me divine timing energy. I feel like you manifested this. I feel like you were a part of this process, and the higher power is with you, group 2. That is what I got. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what came up for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 3 with the pink stone, this is your reading, tapping in to see who wants you to be their partner and what they have to offer as well. So let's see, Spirit, this is for group 3 with the pink stone. Who wants group 3 to be their partner? We have spiritual based and trust right out the gate. This is someone who you can trust and love. At the bottom of trust, it says faith and love. So this person not only believes in love, but they believe that they can have a romantic relationship with you. So right out the gate, Spirit is saying this relationship is different. It is a spiritual based connection. Spiritual connection is what it says at the bottom of spiritual based, and it's all about having a connection with someone that is beyond this realm. It's more about, you look cute, I look cute, let's be together, or you're successful, I'm successful, let's be together. It's like you guys may astral travel together, you may have a higher purpose together. You may cause each other to go through growth and expansion, show each other love that you've never experienced mutually. There's like an energy of something about this being heightened, something about this being different. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3? Nice. We have serious intentions. You guys, I'm loving this energy already. Playing for keeps is what it says at the bottom of that card. So there's like an energy of this person being serious. They have serious intentions. They're leaning into the spiritual connection as well. That's not freaking them out. And we got waiting at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is this has been a long time coming for you. You guys may be on your longest dry spell. Maybe you used to be a serial monogamist and you haven't been in a relationship in years at this point. Nice. We have the preparing card. Spirit is saying everything up to this point has been for a reason. All the lessons you've learned, people you've met. Doing inner work is what it says at the bottom of preparing. So you guys have been doing your inner work. You've been taking action to genuinely get in alignment with this connection, with this person. Nice. We got progress. We have leveling up. We have spying and clarity. I'm definitely going to clarify that with the tarot, but we have leveling up and progress. So you guys have been doing your thing, okay? You're getting spiritual recognition from the angels. Your offerings are being received with, favor. If you've been making offerings to Mother Nature, to Spirit, to your ancestors, whomever, whatever work you've been putting in is well received is what I'm seeing here. A new attitude is what it says on leveling up, and then progress says forward movements and love. So there is definitely an energy here of you guys have really done the work and you've officially leveled up, and I feel like your energy has attracted this person to you. So definitely worth the wait, worth the work. Now we have spying and clarity, and I don't want to guess at what this is. I want Spirit to tell me. Clarity at the bottom of that one, it says realization and love. At the bottom of spying, it says secretly collecting information. Spirit, who or what is this energy with spying and clarity? We have the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, okay. Then we have the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. So this is a past love connection that you were very invested in, and that you were meeting this person halfway is what I'm hearing. But it's like, you can't do everything for them. So I do feel like ultimately you walked away from this person. This is a separate energy, so we'll clarify these separately. But I'm picking up on someone who has had some sort of clarity or revelation about you and has been spying on you. And this person wants you to be their partner. They want to be in a relationship with you. But Six of Swords is a card of moving on, growth and expansion in itself. But typically you don't go back, once you hit the Six of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords, which is so funny because the Five of Swords is looking back, whereas the Six of Swords is literally looking and moving forward. So you got both of them here. You may be between the Five and Six of Swords, feeling like I'm at my wit's end with this connection. And that's the perfect way to describe it, because it's like I'm one small movement and I'm out of here. You will never see me again. But also I'm not completely sold on the fact that this is something that I need to throw away at this point. So some of you guys are really still personally torn on this person. But at the same time, I feel like you've been doing so much work on yourself that you've been positioning yourself for this new connection to come through, for something else to come through. Nine of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. You've been pulling yourself back from anything that is not a good investment for you, anything that's been draining your energy. So it's like, yeah, I feel this way towards this person, but am I going to be with them? I've already moved on, Six of Swords for the most part, and decided I'm going to be with someone else. So they would really have to do all the work at this point for that to work out, because I was so willing to, do my part, when we were in each other's lives. But things have just, it didn't come together. Okay, well, let's see. So Spirit, tell me about this spiritual based connection. What does this person have to offer? What are they going to bring to group 3? We have the Nastrium and the Lilac. Nastrium, victory and conquest, first emotions of love. Wow. On the bottom of the Lilac. So that definitely coincides with the spiritual based connection because it truly feels different. It doesn't feel like any other person or connection that you've been in. And that is a huge part of what makes you surrender to this person in this connection. And also with victory and conquest, it is important to you at this point that someone not only matches your energy, but honestly does a little bit more. And I can hear your internal dialogue. Like, I know it's not healthy to want someone to do the most or to chase me, but I can't get caught up in rhetoric. This is what I need for my life. This is what it's going to require for me to move forward with somebody in love. That's just where I am. So it is what it is. They can take it or leave it. They don't have to accept it, but that is what is required to be with me at this point. And that may change, and you may, you know, open up your requirements, you know, in the future. But at this point, that's what it has to be. And that's exactly what they offer. So I love it. Doesn't surprise me that you're in alignment with this person because they're more than, you know, willing to give it. So we have the tulip and the hibiscus. The tulip with friendship and gratitude, the hibiscus with beauty and happiness. So this person, they could be into aesthetics, or they may like beautiful things. I see you guys going to museums or going to travel, but not like the touristy type, like let's just hang out at the beach and drink pina coladas. It's like, let's stay in a hostel, or let's like, you know, meet up with, let's go to a club in Shanghai. Like, there's just like an energy of like, we want to do the non-touristy stuff. We want to go rogue. We want to experience. We want to be immersed in the experience. We don't want to just study the language. We want to learn enough to go and then, like, you know, do our own thing. And then we have friendship and gratitude. This person is genuinely grateful that you're in their life. And this person is a good friend to you. It's not always like, oh, you have to be, you know, hot for me 24/7, or you have to be talking to me 24/7. Like, I'm not looking for someone who, you know, feels the need to parent me, or someone that I have to parent. We can be individuals. We can both be in our divinity, but we also have each other. So very interesting connection this is. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 3 about this person who wants to be their partner? 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. We like 10 of Swords in reverse and the Sun. So this person has some grit. You guys may have some grit to you as well. You may come from humble beginnings, or you may have had really bad breakups. You may have just really had bad luck in love. Like, you know, I don't know what it is, you guys. It could be a whole host of things. But this person has some grit, so they're going to be able to understand you and relate to you, and they don't like shame you for your beliefs or your perspective, because they understand you. They know what you've been through, so they're not expecting you to like be someone else. This person is fully accepting of who you are. And you know what? We have the 4 of Cups here, so it's kind of like sometimes life just stings. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it's not good. Like, and there's no way to jazz it up. So this person is really comfortable with like low moods. If you're someone who suffers with like mood regulation, you know, like if you have to take supplements for it or go to like any sort of therapy for it, this person is very, very patient and doesn't expect you to be happy all the time. So if you're someone who's like smiling on the inside but Daria on the outside, or you're just not super bubbly, like this person allows you to be who you are. They get you. They don't need you to be all excited in their face and doing the most. And it's a spiritual connection, so it's different. Oh, we got the 10 of Pentacles. Love the 10 of Pentacles. This person is dedicated. They're showing up as earth energy. Pentacles is earth energy. And it's funny that we had the waiting card at the bottom of the deck, because Pentacles is the slowest moving in the tarot deck. And that's how their offer is showing up. This person is offering you long-term stability and happiness. I just heard in the form of stability as well. So you may be someone that people can't cheer up. It may actually bother you if, like, you may prefer that people just, like, if they see you in the mood, I'm like that too. If they see you in the mood, you would rather people not ask you about it and probe about it, because it's like, at the end of the day, I gotta fix it myself. So just leave me alone and let me process. You may be that kind of person as well, where it's like, I don't need, you know, a hug and a cheerleader. Let me rage or go through my mood and leave me alone, and I'll come back to you and trust it'll be okay. And if I have a problem, I will let you know. Because it feels like this person is so catered to your specific needs. We have the Knight of Cups. I just love this. Knight of Cups is very playful and kind of innocent to them. I love it, you guys. This person gives more to you than you give to them as well, if I'm being honest, because there's an energy of Temperance in reverse and Knight of Cups. Like, I'm choosing to give you more because I don't need as much. And that's another thing, like, relationships can be fair, even when someone gives more than the other person, if the other person doesn't need as much or they don't resonate. Like, for an example, going back to what I was saying before, if you're someone who likes to be alone and unbothered when you're in a mood, you may receive love. If people give you that space, you may see that as love. Whereas someone giving you love, or from a societal standpoint, it's like, no, when you give love, that's how people receive love. But that just isn't true. Everyone is an individual. There's no one size fits all. So this is a very unique and spiritual connection because of you being so tapped into yourself and how you receive love. The balance is still there, but outwardly it doesn't look that way. People would probably call this person a simp because of how much, you know, they give to you. And let's see, where do I want to go? Let's just see if anything else wants to come out, Spirit. I'm going to tap into this offer and just get some final advice or any last words on that, and then we'll proceed with this one from there. Should they wait for this person? What's going to happen with this person? Is this offer worthwhile? We have to be fair and here and now. So Spirit is the soulmate card underneath that. Spirit is making it clear that even if you don't want to move forward with this person, allow them to say what they need to say so that you can at least have a final closure within your situation, so you don't have any karma hanging out in the ether that will transmute and come to you in a different way, like in the form of your job. Or because if you move on in a relationship, this won't affect you directly in this place, but it's still energy in your spirit and your aura and your life that will move somewhere else, wherever it can live out and then be transmuted. So you don't want to have like this cycle open or rub it in with this person, or not give them a chance to say what they need to say and give them that closure, and then end up manifesting a bunch of problems or energy that you don't want or need in your life. You know, this is one that you'd more benefit from, like, really nipping this in the butt. So we have here and now and to be fair. Spirit is saying if you don't want to be with this person, give them closure. Now, like I said, we do have the soulmates card that also came out here for this person. So this person was in your life for a reason, or is in your life for a reason. And we have peace at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like they've, you know, grown and they have something better to offer you. I honestly don't remember what we were talking about when it came to this person. I remember we were talking about Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You were offering them a whole lot. You were ready to, you know, meet them halfway, and they just kind of got in their way from there. And it seems like for the most part you had moved on, because Five of Swords, you were looking back, but Six of Swords, you know, some of you I felt were in the middle. All I can say is honor your heart with the soulmates energy. Soulmates is like a feminine aspect, so you don't want to do things for the principle. You know, you don't want to move from the left brain to handle right brain problems. So when you're dealing with a soulmate or something spiritual, something that's right brain and feminine, you don't want to deal with it with logic, force, and reason like you would something that's like an equation, or, you know, something that's more direct. This is like spiritual, so it's that feminine aspect. So you can get yourself tied up, especially if you're not super spiritual, but you just like to, you know, get your tea from tarot. You could really get yourself all like binded up, not even knowing it, by leaving something open, whether that's in your heart or in their heart. So at least have the closure, but I would lean towards allowing yourself to see what they have to offer, what they're saying, how it's feeling in the now when you experience them, so that you can make like an educated decision. But moving forward with this one here, Spirit, the spiritual based connection, what can you tell me about this? I guess I didn't see technically what they had to offer. Talking about this one. We got the Fates card here, and that does not make it easy. Like, listen, we got fork in the road in the Fates card. The Fates card is like the only other directly romantic card in this entire deck. And it's like, that doesn't help me, because it's like, okay, if it's like a soulmate connection on the line, okay, that kind of, you know, makes us stand at attention. It's like, okay, let's do things the right way. But when we have the Fates here and Spirit is saying, this is also divinely guided and a product of divine timing, fork in the road, you're gonna have to make a decision like who you want to be with, because both of these connections have something valuable to offer you. So I am gonna pull and see what this person has to offer. This person, like I said, we got masculine energy with victory and conquest, first emotions of love. They're gonna make you feel like something that you've never felt romantically before, like you're in love again for the first time. They're offering you friendship. They're genuinely grateful for you and the connection, and they're offering you like beauty, happiness, and exploration with the hibiscus. So it's very clear what they offer, but let me just see real quick for this one. We do have Come to the Edge that came out for this connection as well. So this person will challenge you in the best ways, and with Come to the Edge, it's kind of like there could be a whole lifestyle change or interpersonal change through this relationship that causes you to have a new start or era. Like, a lot of people are like this. It's like you've lived 3 or 4 lives in one lifetime, 5, 6 lives, a lot of lives. And I'm definitely like that. I can look at my past and I can say, okay, I had this era where I was doing this and I had this success, this one, and so on and so forth. And that's what I mean. Like a new era, a new version of yourself, a new life is possible with that Come to the Edge. This person can bring you into yet another expansion of yourself. So it's hard to say what you want to do, but let me check to see what this person has to offer so you can at least know. One more, thank you. Okay, so we have the Daffodil with rebirth and new beginnings. Okay, so the Spirit is saying this is going to be significantly different than it has been in the past. We have the Amaryllis with determination and creative achievement. So you guys may have some sort of business or something that you can use each other as well, like to motivate each other to get to the next level with determination and creative achievement. And then we have the Asters with elegance and patience. So Spirit is saying like you had one part of this relationship, but now it's time to get to the honey. Like the honey is what you have to experience here with this relationship. Before, you had to build the team together, you know, there had to be a queen established, which is symbolic as I'm just saying it in relation to bees, but this may have been literal. There may have been a third party situation. There could have been like, you know, they had to decide who they wanted to be with and what they wanted to do and what they respect and what they're about and all of that. So we have that rebirth and new beginnings. They're reborn with their new beliefs, and their beliefs are solidified. So they know what it is that they want. You know, they're not coming through confused and all over the place. And then we have determination and creative achievement. So this person will motivate you, you'll motivate them, or you may have a joint purpose to pursue. That's something you'll benefit from here. And then we have elegance and patience. Spirit is like, you know, when you really laid that solid foundation and go through all the shit, once you get to the end of that, you can actually have like the good part, and the good part is what you would have left here with them. So that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully that gave you some clarity to decide on what you want to do. But that is what I got on my end. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. And yeah, other than that, that was your reading. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the white stone, this is your reading. Who wants you to be their partner, and what do they have to offer you? So let's see. Spirit, this is for group 4. I hope I said group 4 with the white stone. Who wants to be their partner for group 4? We have preparing and date time. You know, to be honest, this may have been someone who was interested in you at an earlier part in your journey. But if I had to say, I would say that this is someone who you haven't explored like a deep romantic relationship with. I feel like you may have gone on 1 date, like, or 2 dates max with them. But most of you didn't get to date this person. We have loyalty and editing. So you may have been in a relationship, or they may have been in a relationship whenever you guys, you know, knew each other before, talked before, or had tension. Things may have just fizzled out and, you know, life continued to go on and you're coming back together. But there's an energy of you knowing this person, but either you were loyal to a relationship or they were loyal to a relationship, or either of you decided to be loyal to someone else. And then we have the editing card. That's like that energy of them circling back and saying, okay, no, I know what I want to choose now, and that is you, or vice versa. So we'll see. But that is what I have so far. At the bottom of loyalty, it says dedication to love. At the bottom of editing, it says cutting out what no longer fits. So definitely feel like this person was with someone else, or you were with someone else, and maybe both of you are with other people, and that's the reason you couldn't explore the relationship between the two of you. But now you're both single again. So we'll see. We have date time and preparing. So Spirit is saying, like, there's no need to dissect the past or overanalyze it. All of your past experiences served a purpose, and it was to prepare you for the future that you're now living, which is the present. So at the bottom of preparing, it says doing inner work. At the bottom of date time, it says someone asks for a date. So this person is asking you out, and I do see that you both have been on different journeys that has caused you to grow and learn certain things about yourself, position yourself for this relationship. Oh, we got reconciliation, you guys. This is tapping. This is feeling like a past energy, but again, not someone you've dated officially, like someone you've gone on 1 to 2 dates with, or someone that you have a history with. Ooh, we got twin flame that just came out. The plot thickens. You guys can't see it, it's out of frame, but one of the cameras, or sorry, one of the cards literally got stuck in the camera stand. Oh, I love this. They're coming through with a really good energy, especially for a reconciliation. We have reconciliation, forgiveness, and apologies. The apologies card like never comes out. It like never comes out because people don't believe in apologizing these days, or I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a character flaw. But this person is coming through and they're apologizing and giving you an explanation from the past. Even if they haven't like done something to you or like against you, they're still coming through with an explanation, with an apology. Like they're clearing the slate, they're acknowledging the past regardless of what it was. And it really does feel like a pleasantry, like something that they don't have to do, but they're choosing to do, so that you guys can have like a really good fresh start. We have twin flame and intimacy, so I feel like the spark with you guys is right away. The spark between you guys is very intense. A lot of touching, a lot of kissing, being close together. It's like right when we get together, things feel very intense, and it's just like, dang, I wanna be with you. Twin flame at the bottom of this one, it says high level soul connection. At the bottom of intimacy, we have closeness in connection. So tapping into this person's energy, you're feeling very strongly attracted to them, feeling like you really want to be with them kind of right away. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 2? What can you tell me about this connection? Chop wood. So chop wood is all about building a solid foundation and getting to work. This person is coming through in a energy with foresight. Like, I want to give us the best foundation to have a long relationship. Also, we have never ending story and orphaned. So this could be for a small portion of you, like someone that you did date, and it's like this person is coming through with action now, with purpose. Like, okay, these are the things that I'm going to do to keep this relationship going, or to bring it together, to stop this never-ending story. And it doesn't surprise me with the twin flame card that came up before, because twin flames are infamous for being very cyclical and for being very intense, but also just ungrounded. It's because you get all these new experiences and downloads with twin flames that you don't have any, like, you do, but you don't have any conscious past experience with dealing with something like it. So it really kind of catches most people off guard. But with you guys, I feel like you've gone through enough life and you've grown and expanded personally to the point where now it's like, okay, we can do this. Wow, yeah, we have Treasure Island, here and now, and regeneration. You guys, regeneration is a card of, I mean, it's really kind of straightforward. Regeneration, like, we've had something in the past, but it kind of died out, and now we're creating something new again. So we have here and now. Spirit's really, coming with that, like, listen, all we have is the now. The past has prepared you for it. So some of you may be really having a hard internal struggle on this, like, I don't know if I want to let this person in. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the exchanging gifts card, which lets me know that they have stuff to give to you, you have stuff to give to them. So it's not going to be a connection where it's like they benefit, and you don't benefit, or vice versa. It's very equal. And then we have Treasure Island. So a lot of the sweetness of the connection, beyond the intimacy and beyond the passion, a lot of the sweetness and just like time spent and just kind of being in each other's presence and energy and having good vibes and security there has not been experienced in this connection. And you may have found these little stars and glimmers of light in this twin flame cycle, but for a lot of you, like, it hasn't been a connection that's been based on like, oh, we have a solid foundation of respect and understanding and good experiences. A lot of it has probably been a bit traumatic. So there's definitely an energy here now where it's like, okay, we have a bunch that we haven't explored here, and it's the romantic aspect. A lot of it is that romantic aspect. I wouldn't even, like, I can't even say if you guys have even experienced this person romantically, even though this is someone from your past that you had like a romantic connection with. I don't know that you've seen their super sweet side or how they are when they're really deeply in love with someone. You may have seen like the version of them that's interested, or the version of them that's passionate, or the version of them that's having fun, but have you really had their heart? Like, can you honestly say to yourself, I know I've had this person's heart? And that is something that will be experienced moving forward. So let me see what they have to offer. Spirit, what do they have to offer to group 4? Ooh, I love this. We got the tulip with friendship and gratitude. So this person is coming in and being a really good friend to you, being genuine to you, being loyal to you. That also may have been something you didn't get from them in the past. Maybe they had loyalty with their friends that they met before you, or loyalty to family, or whatever, whoever was in their environment had to say, or whenever they needed them. But when you needed them, they, you know, came up short. They're offering you real friendship this time around. And I love the gratitude aspect there as well, because this person is showing you that they're grateful to have you in their life. They're maintaining the relationship with you. It's not just them saying, oh, well, you know, I appreciate you. It's like them doing things, you know, whatever your love language is. Whether that's words of affirmation, whether that's receiving gifts, you know, in the past, this person may not have ever told you how they really felt about you in depth, whereas now they're doing that because they know that you need that as, you know, your desired love language. We have the hibiscus here as well with beauty and happiness. So this person is coming through and bringing beauty into your life. Whenever I, you know, see beauty, I feel that Venus energy, and Venus energy is all about pleasure. So that's beauty, whatever way you experience it. For a lot of people, it's visual, but for a lot of people, it's a feeling, you know, like it's a beautiful experience. It's, you know, you can never get that image out of your mind, going on a midnight walk with your person when it's snowy out. And that is beauty to you, like that beautiful experience you'll never forget. So this person is coming through with beautiful experiences and happiness as well. Good times. Like I said, I feel like this is like the leg of your journey where you're actually just getting like the sweet version of them, that it's just very different. It's different than, you know, anything that you've experienced. Ooh. Okay, I was going for one more, but two more came out, so let's get into it. We have the lily and the gloxinia. The lily, majesty and virtue. So this person is showing up as their higher self. They're standing in their power. They're standing in their emotionally mature, do things the right way version. So I love that with the lily. The gloxinia, love at first sight and proud spirit. This person wants to motivate you. I feel like you just got the worst version of them. Like, I used this example not too long ago of like, if you know the rapper DDG, he used to date Ruby Rose and now he dates Halle Bailey. One of the, you know, there's Chloe and Halle. It's the Halle Bailey mermaid. Okay, so anyways, now he's dating her, or maybe he's not by the time I post this video. I don't be knowing what's going on with these folks, but I'm just using it as an example because the version of him when he was with Ruby Rose is so different than him with Halle Bailey. And being with someone and truly giving your all and feeling like you want to be with that person, when you're standing as your higher self, it can be significantly different than when you're in your lower self slumming it. So I just, you know, I feel this person showing up. I don't know, use somebody like, you know, that you know. Like Brad with Angelina versus Jennifer. Child, I don't know nothing about them either, but if it fits, apply it like that. But anyways, we have the trumpet, gentane with power and healing. So this person actually has some healing for you. Not the, I just heard sexual healing. What is it about? I'm so sorry, tangent. What is it about masculines? I swear if they could like bottle up their and give it like NyQuil, they would, because they really do feel like that laying down that pipe, if you know what I'm saying, is like the cure to anything. Oh, you got a headache? Oh, you just need some pie. Like, no, I don't need to be bounced around all over. Okay, anyways. And then we have the anemone with anticipation. So I feel like you had just waited so long to get this version of this person, and now that you actually have it here, it's so good. Like, it's so mwah. I just see someone like licking their fingers. Like, it's so delicious to finally have them in this way, to see their heart exposed and to see them exposed and vulnerable. It's just so nice. And it's funny because the Sun card kind of came out almost sideways, and I feel like that's even symbolic of they had to step into their higher self. They had always been this person, but they had to choose to be, you know, this version. We have the Devil in reverse and the Ten of Swords. So they have killed their ego. They've killed that older version of themselves that was not helpful. With the Sun card here, they really are better for, you know, just bigger, better, brighter days, new horizons. There's an energy of them, Ace of Swords, being armed with communication and action these days. We have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like this person is, you know, coming clean about who they've been and what they've done. I don't see them trying to bury the past. I see them being willing to acknowledge it. They're not going to, I mean, I don't know, maybe they will. I was just going to say they're not going to, you know, spend the entire relationship making up the past. But I feel like as long as you keep yourself in check and you don't emotionally, like, you don't drag it, and you, like, you know, can also do your part to forgive them and move past the past, you won't even have to worry about that. Something about this doesn't feel right, though, you guys. We got the High Priestess in reverse and the Tower. So for some of you, you feel like, you know, it's all good, that they're here, and I'm proud of them and I'm glad to see them in that position. But Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I actually want to experience something different, and it's the Principle. And I've had this experience as well, where I've decided I'm not going to talk to someone or date them anymore off the principle of something that happened, and I stuck to it. And this is how that feels. It feels like, yeah, I know I could have the brighter days, but I just don't want it at this point. It just doesn't resonate with me anymore. Tower, I feel like I can't get over the past, and that's my truth. So High Priestess in reverse, I'm going to honor my intuition, and it doesn't feel right. So, ooh. Three of Pentacles, that's like back to the drawing board. I'm going to let Spirit show me. Wow. We got the Empress and the Temperance card in reverse that flipped over as well. And the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is I know that there is something more out there for me, and I know that I'm compatible with it. And the bottom of the deck represents underlying energy. So that is confirmation that you are compatible with it. And Three of Swords is like, I've already started on my own spiritual journey to go, like, you know, I don't know. It just feels like too little too late. You know, that's how this feels. It feels like you've already made decisions that are already in the works, and you won't go back. You know, you won't go back. Like, you know, maybe you already have plans to move in a few months, or, you know, other things going on. You already have a different vision for your life. And it's like, yeah, it feels good to, you know, hear all these things that I always wanted to hear. But at the same time, like, I can't honor that. Temperance in reverse, it's not the right time. I have to, you know, move forward in my journey. So some of you will accept this, some of you won't, but the offer will be here. It is a twin flame, so I would say regardless, closing the cycle the best that you possibly can is necessary. 1,000 times over necessary, so that you don't have any unnecessary energy lingering anywhere else. We have the Balance card here, and we have the Change card. Ooh, you guys aren't playing around. You're really doing what's best for you these days. Balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And then Change says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So you're like, the only way to ensure that I don't end up in that position that I was in the past, even if I can forgive them for that and move past it, is not to make that same decision. So off the principle of not making that same decision, quite literally, even though I could have a better experience this time around, I'm still not able to choose you. And that's just where you are with it. We have Surrender. I release my need to control. There's like so much work that you guys have done to even get in that Three of Pentacles position, where you can truly trust the divine, the universe, spirit, and know that something, you know, bigger and better is out there for you, and to expand your horizons. I just saw 1818 on the camera. That may be an angel number that will resonate with you, or 18 may be significant to you in some way. The 18th or 18 years old may have been significant. We have purpose and success. Yeah, I feel like there's just something bigger happening at this point, where it's like this isn't just about romance at this point in the journey. It's also about what I can accomplish in this life. And through our breakup, or just through my exploration in life, my time spent away from you, I've learned about myself, and I've also learned what it is that I need. And the person that I need to support me is no longer you. Success, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So I feel like you will close the cycle the best you can in a fair way that's hopefully, you know, suitable by the both of you. But, ooh, I just heard for someone, who you were at 18 is not who you are at 19. And I just saw 1919 on the clock. So you're getting some repeating numbers. 18, 19, 2020, and 2021, 22, whatever. May have been significant years for you. We have purpose. I know what I am here to do. So that's an energy of you being awakened now. And it's like, I'm just not the version of myself that's compatible with you anymore. And also, even if I am still compatible with you, I still know where I'm going, and I'm activated, and I'm feeling empowered and in my purpose. And I'm going to go for more. I'm going to go for the gusto. So a lot of you are choosing to hold out for something better, but this option is here. And that is what I got for you. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. That is what I have for you today, group 4. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.